I'm having some problems with this thing cutting out at higher RPMs usually. Low RPMs is fine. I'm checking all the grounds, cleaning up all the connectors, and then I'm going to check the rectifier. If it's the rectifier, again, that would be probably the, I would think, fourth rectifier I put in it. So I took all these connectors apart. Here, 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 here. Where's that other one? There was another one. This one here had a lot of green in it. And this positive cable was loose. And these wires here, they didn't look too bad. I cleaned these wires up here that were going to the speedometer. Then I scraped them. Then I bought some contact cleaner and some of this electrical grease and lubed them all up so that it helps them make good contact. It also keeps oxidation from getting in there from water. I have not seen anything burnt or obvious. Sometimes that's all it takes. I had a couple loose connections. This one in particular wasn't really loose, but it was loose, and that's like coming straight from your main board, you know. I mean, that's pretty much powering up the whole system. And then this one, like I said, had a lot of green oxidation in it from water. The copper was turning green. So take it for a ride and see what happens. I still got expired tags, so I can't go for a long ride. Just gonna go up and down the street here like I did yesterday. Yesterday I got about, you know, half a mile, and it started cutting out and coughing and hiccuping and all that. But a lot of times this bike's been sitting. It hasn't been sitting in the weather, but it's been in this storage locker really for 6 years. Probably put 1,000 miles on it in 6 years. But you know, if I want to sell it or if I want to ride it, either way it has to be working. So I've had this bike completely apart a couple times, and I know it pretty well, but I don't want to take it apart any more than I have to. I have not taken the tank off. There's some splices. I put all these cables on. A lot of those go into the headlight bucket, but some of them run up under the tank. And this tachometer here, it runs up, you know, and a switch I put there for my high beams. Haven't checked any of that yet, but I don't think any of that would cause the whole dash panel to go out and the whole engine to die. I think the ignition, electronic ignition, was not getting enough power at certain RPMs, and at you know, if hitting a bump, something like that. Bumpy roads around here, trust me. So we'll see if this works. So I'm just going to do a general check of the charging system, the alternator, stator, whatever you want to call it, and the rectifier. The way I do it is I just pin onto the battery, start the vehicle, .84. I don't know if you can see that, but it says 12.25. That should go up about 14. Thing you're looking for All right, well, besides the dirt, that went pretty well. Um, yeah, like I said, I had this bike since probably 2009. It's a 2000. It's got 40,000 miles on it, which is not bad, but I hate to get rid of it because I went through a thing. I went through a lot of things, but I went through a situation in a relationship, a marriage, that was pretty financially devastating, and I didn't get to keep a lot, but I got to keep this old bike. And I hate to get rid of it because I got to keep it, but I don't ride it much. Personally, I would like something different. Maybe it's something a little bigger, something a little more powerful. It's an old Yamaha, and I love Yamahas, but been a Yamaha guy for a long time. Make good stuff, but this might be the last year for it. It might be the last month for it. Now that it's running, I got to get it inspected and find the title, and I might sell it. Free up some room in here. A lot of this is junk anyway, but I need some more room.